Yes, indeed, we are back. It's the Paul Rodriguez Show. How are y'all doing? It is the 5th of July. Happy Independence Day to our great nation. I hope all of y'all enjoyed y'all's time. I hope you hung out with your family, ate some barbecue, had a little suds, and all in all, I hope you just enjoyed the day that we call Independence Day. Producer James is in the building. How are you feeling, sir? I see you repping that Diaz, that, you know, what's the area code out there? 21219? No, that's the 319.
Is it two?
I don't know. I thought you knew.
God, I don't know how it slipped my mind.
Threw him off on this one. Here we go.
That live button hits and my memory just wipes.
It's like but anyways, we're back at it. Let me do a little adjustment here so we can kind of get everything framed up. How you feeling, man? How was your holiday?
It was good.
We've been off for 10 days.
Yeah. 209.
209. See, 219, 209. It's California. Nobody really gives a shit.
I was going through numbers in my head like the area code's ludicrous.
That 510, 313.
Yeah.
That's Detroit.
Yeah. Yeah, yesterday went pretty good, man. Just
the 808.
I feel like I'm on another show now. Hanging out with family. I had plans on barbecuing, but I scrapped it just because it was raining outside.
Yeah, it was wet.
So we kind of just hung out and watched movies and stuff like that.
What'd you watch?
I actually watched this movie. It's called Life of Crime. It's on Netflix.
Okay.
It's with Jennifer Aniston. I don't really know any of the other characters.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was enough to intrigue me.
Yeah.
It was pretty good. She gets kidnapped, held for ransom from her douchebag husband and cheating and all sorts of stuff. It was good.
In the words of Joey, how you doing? I don't know anything about Friends. I just see that on Reels. Shout out to the IG Reels. Hey, y'all need to put like a 18 and over button on there because they need to put 18 and over button. Just putting it out there, putting in the ethos. Anyways, I got my wish. Dallas Cowboys will be on Hard Knocks. They were one of 5 teams that were eligible to be on there. Of course, we know what happened for the Dallas Cowboys. We'll get into a little bit of that a little bit later. UFC 264, Poirier versus Conor McGregor 3, the trilogy. This is going to be the last one, you think, right?
Yeah.
I think so, too. We'll get a little bit of the card as we go through there. It's going to be a fun one. Back in Vegas, this is the first Vegas event they'll have with crowd, right? Everything else has been Apex.
Yeah.
No crowds. We'll talk a little bit about that as well. Name, image, and likeness. We'll dive into that a little bit deeper. We already have like high school kids getting offers and getting signed on to companies to represent them. And, you know, it's a fun time. It's going to be the wild, wild west when it comes to the name, image, likeness, probably until the leagues get control of that. And somebody's going to need to develop some kind of control because or we just do this like, you know, Calvin Coolidge, laissez-faire. If y'all don't know Calvin Coolidge, go read a history book. He was one of your presidents. Calvin Coolidge just said, hey, laissez-faire. Just let everybody make as much money as they want. And I'm down with that. Oh, man. Let's pivot and let's get into, well, should we talk a little bit about Independence Day?
Yeah, sure.
I mean, 250 plus years of freedom. Getting to do it. Well, if we're in Texas, it's pretty much freedom. Some places it's really not. But we're in Texas, so that's all we're really caring about. And I don't know, man. Did you see any fireworks? Did you go to any fireworks? I was pet sitting over the weekend, so I got to hear the fireworks. I didn't really get to see any fireworks, but I did tune in on YouTube to the Washington, D.C. firework display. Dude, President Biden spent some money. He put on a firework display. I was like, this is going to be over in like 5 minutes. It was 10 minutes. I think it was probably like 17 or 18 minutes long. And it's just like, you think it's a finale? It's just like, boom, 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 boom. And I'm just like, okay, when's this going to end? It was like, dang, the bombs over Baghdad over here. Outcast. I'm just saying.
They had George Bush lighting them.
Hey, they probably had CIA, Iran-Contra lighting these bad boys back over there. And if you don't know about that, is it just a history lesson today? We're doing Iran-Contra. We're doing Calvin Coolidge. I'm just saying. Give you a little bit of knowledge with sports talk. Just saying. You know Iran-Contra?
Yeah. I'm not too familiar with the whole
Who was
ins
the
and outs.
president when Iran-Contra happened?
Wasn't it Kennedy?
No, it was Reagan, but close.
Oh, okay.
Not really. It's like 40 years difference. Not really 40, but 20.
At least I didn't say Coolidge.
Calvin Coolidge, man, that's a bad boy. I like me some Calvin Coolidge. People be like, no, Reaganomics, blah, blah, blah. You know what? We ain't here to talk about the affiliations. We're just talking about the history. His story. That's what they say in history. It's his story. Whoever won gets to tell it. So back to it, I guess. Let's pivot to the Dallas Cowboys. But anyways, America. Back to the Dallas Cowboys, America's team. How coincidental? I think that's probably about the right word. What a coincidence that it is America's team. Are they America's team? Or would that be the Patriots?
I don't know. Depends on who you ask, I guess.
Well, I mean, you're the impartial individual on this show. So I want to ask you, seeing what you've experienced, I mean, do you remember the Cowboy Super Bowls?
I do not.
Okay, you should. You were alive.
I'm going to block that out of my memory.
So you don't know anything up until like 1997. Is that what you're telling me?
Mm-hmm.
When the Packers won their Super Bowl?
I mean, I know about it.
Right.
Because I read a history book, but
you read a history book to learn about the Cowboys? Was that Wikipedia that you bought up on your phone?
Sports Illustrated history.
No, that is not true.
So, sorry. So, yeah, I mean, I know what happened, but I don't remember like my family being, I just don't remember.
Gung-ho about it?
I don't remember it happening.
So, America's team, that's what they were kind of dubbed in the 70s. People can argue, blah, 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 blah. Look, it's America's team, okay? Tom Landry was God's coach to the people in the Bible Belt in the South. Tom Landry was God's coach. Okay, maybe. I don't know. That's what they say. Skip Bayless has been around for 97 years. That's what he said. I don't know. But what I do know is in the 90s with the triplets, they were winning football games. And I was actually watching the 1993 divisional playoff game with the Giants and the Cowboys, and that was a tight game. Like I never really remembered football games being like 10-13. Not now. Like that's a very rare occurrence happens today. And I was kind of talking to you about this, and I don't know if we were talking on the show or if we were outside of the show, but I was like, I hope Dallas gets Hard Knocks so that we can kind of get back into the groove. Dallas Cowboys football, Jerry Jones, Dak Prescott come back from injury, Ezekiel Elliott doing his thing. You good?
Yeah.
Did we lose our feed?
No, I thought we did, but
McAfee lost his feed today. So there may be maybe that name, image, likeness thing people are not liking, people talking about it may get shut down.
And we're good to go.
Big government, just saying.
CIA.
Don't shut us down. Iran-Contra, CIA, don't shut us down.
That's what's getting you shut down right there.
Let's go ahead and throttle their speed real quick and slow them down.
Yep.
Hey, okay. Look, don't come at me for, no types of nonsense. Don't come at me. Maybe you can't come at me. I don't know.
I've been side note real quick. I've been eager to look into that. There's this book about
Does this have to do with Dallas Cowboys?
No.
Damn. Okay, come on.
Charles Manson.
How do we go from Cowboys to Manson?
Hold on real quick.
Make this connection good.
On Rogan, he was talking about how
What if Rogan's a Dallas Cowboy fan? I doubt it because he's from Boston.
Yeah. Apparently he doesn't like football at all.
Yeah, fuck him.
Yeah. So the CIA, how they were doing like experiments on people with like acid and stuff back when all that stuff was going on, and he was like some.
You're talking about DARPA?
Yeah. I haven't like I haven't looked into it all the way yet.
Annie Richardson, look into her.
Okay.
Let's see. This is stuff for your show, not for this one.
Right.
But yeah, the Manson connection to DARPA. What was that?
They were, I don't know, apparently, what's that book called? It explains it all, how they were like, he was like some sort of like CIA operative or some shit like that. Manson.
No, this is probably not DARPA. This is probably something else. I think I know what you're talking about, but they're giving him psychedelics, and he was, that's not DARPA. DARPA's something different.
Okay.
Getting back to the Dallas Cowboys football and the sports show that we do here, Manson, what a horrible person. I hope you burn in hell. That was my impersonation of Sam Jackson. But yeah, Dallas Cowboys. Hard Knocks. It's going to be entertaining. Apparently, Micah Parsons likes to talk. Will Dak Prescott talk? Who's going to be like? Remember when the Houston Texans were on Hard Knocks and we had Vince Wilfork walk in with Bob the Builder suit on with the overalls with the shorty shorts and the DB that was saying like, man, you got that custom because I only seen babies wear that outfit like that. He had the overalls with the shorty shorts and the cowboy hat with the cowboy boots. Looking like Bob the Builder. Who's gonna be that Wilfork character? That's gonna be left field. Who's that gonna be?
Zeke.
I mean, Zeke is kind of weird. Zeke's a little hippie. I'm low key faded. Like, yeah, bro, you are. You left your Twitch stream on. It said it on live Twitch and live television, live internet. Low key faded. Yeah, you are, guy. You certainly are. I just don't know what kind of faded you were. Call that OQ40. Let me tell you. You all right? That makes scaring me. Like, you're pushing buttons all slow. I'm like, oh my goodness, what's going on? Dallas Cowboys. I don't know, man. I'm excited for it just because I'm a Cowboys like supporter. I wouldn't say fan, supporter more than anything. And it's going to be entertaining, but over under, Jerry Jones has more scenes than Dak Prescott. Who's going to have more, Dak or Jerry? Have like scene, like in the scene, like he'd be like, this Jerry's in this scene, Dak was in this scene. How many times will each be shown?
It's a good
question, right?
It is a good question. I'm gonna go with Dak.
You think Dak will have?
Yeah, he's returning from the injury.
But what about when they go to remember Jerry? Well, Steven kind of does the day to day, but Jerry's gonna be cutting guys. Like, well, there wasn't a fit for you here on this side of the ball, but if you clear waivers, we'd love to have you back on. That's more of like a, I don't know. Not quite Jerry. I'm not. That was there wasn't enough Arkansas in that voice right there. I'm gonna call my boy Wes.
You see Post Malone making an appearance or no?
Ooh, what if they show B-roll from that video? You think they would do that? Usually, I mean, or does Post come in with his custom Dallas Cowboy Velociraptor that Hennessy made him out of Texas? Hey, you know Hennessy Performance? No. So Hennessy Performance makes like custom vehicles, and they're like a souped up shop. Like those make your car super souped up. Well, Hennessy made Post Malone a Dallas Cowboys Velociraptor. It's not like a Raptor, but it's like has six wheels of Velociraptor. I don't know, but it's Dallas Cowboys themed. What if Post Malone rolls up in his Velociraptors to Cowboys training camp in California? Because that's where it's going to be. It's going to be in California, in Oxnard. Post Malone's probably already in L.A. Drive up to Oxnard. Rolling vitamins.
Do a lot of teams do that? Do their like?
No. It's just there's so many Cowboy fans in California. There's just so many. Like I remember in the '90s, they had the Raiders would always scrimmage the Cowboys. It was like the Raiders would come from either Oakland or Los Angeles to Austin when they were training camps at St. Ed's, and they would scrimmage at St. Ed's. Or Dallas would go to California and they would scrimmage there. But the reason why is because there was it was 50-50 Cowboys, Raiders fans whenever they were in California. 50-50, no matter what.
Damn.
And then Thanksgiving, guess who Dallas is playing?
The Raiders.
The Raiders. So that's going to be a big game. And I think it's going to be in Las Vegas too. I just don't know if the Las Vegas Raiders are fans or the Dallas Cowboy fans. I don't know if that transitioned over. What would you do if you were like a hardcore Oakland Raider fan and they left? Would you like go to the Cowboys? All your primos are Dallas Cowboys. You know, they got CeeDee Lamb jerseys. They got Dak Prescott jerseys, Zeke jerseys. Would you like, I'm going to be a Cowboys fan, man. My team left me, man. Left my city.
Yeah, I can't picture myself saying those 5 words. I'm going to be a Cowboys fan.
What if Aaron Rodgers comes to Dallas? 2 years.
All right. Well, we'll talk. We'll talk then.
Okay. Well, all right. I see you.
Man.
I see you. See them get like, well, maybe while he's under contract, I can be a Cowboys fan.
Be an Aaron Rodgers fan.
Come on, man. You can't be you can't hold your allegiance to a player. What are you, a fantasy football owner? Yes. Okay, well then there you go. I don't know. When there's news to talk about Aaron Rodgers, we'll talk more about Aaron Rodgers. Other than he needs to figure it out. Shout out to the Wizard producing these custom edits, sending us during the show. Let's get into a break real quick. We're going to be more disciplined. 6 minutes on the clock, and we're going to come back from break. We'll be back. Welcome back, everybody. It is the Paul Rodriguez Show coming at y'all live from Studio 44. Name, image, and likeness is real. Shout out to a couple of the University of Texas players who had deals signed on July 1st, which was the first day it was enacted. It's previously signed retroactively by Governor Abbott in the state of Texas. 5 other states had joined them on the same day. Most notably, probably Florida, Georgia, and Alabama. Mississippi, I believe, was in there as well. What does that allow them to do? Well, that allows basically collegiate athletes to make money off of their own work, their image, or their likeness. And I think the NCAA football game, which was one of the probably premier games of EA Sports that put out, was talking about recent negotiations where they're trying to incorporate collegiate athletes back into their football game, which I was extremely upset with whenever it came down that they weren't going to have the game anymore, most notably because I wasn't really ever a Madden guy. I know we've seen, it's not where his knee is, it's where the ball is. But yeah, I was more of an NCAA guy. And whenever, they had the last athlete on there was, the kid out of Michigan. I can't remember his name, but they called him Shoelace because he never had shoelaces in his shoes. But anyways, that was 2014. I believe that was the last time that game was out there. So hopefully this type of, new, I wouldn't say, I guess it is a law for the state to allow them to make the money off their image and likeness. What's up?
Denard Robinson.
Thank you very much. And that's what, see, ladies and gentlemen, that's why you have a producer who can help you out with these things while you're gathering your thoughts. But yeah, Robinson was like the last guy on there. And so, that was PlayStation 2. That wasn't even PS3. That's how long ago it was. We're already on PS5. Next thing you know, it'll be a hologram system. You could get a chip like Neuralink and play it that way. Not really. But those 2 players, I believe Demarion Overshone and I want to say Jeremiah Johnson, the DB, but I could be wrong. But I know his last name was Johnson. Most recently, Bijan Robinson, the 5-star, highly recruited running back out of Arizona who was a true freshman last year, has recently started a Cameo account where he can receive money to basically do a shout-out for anybody, anywhere, anytime, and make money off of that. People have TikTok. People have, Instagram, YouTube. Basically, you're building your own brand, and you can monetize that now if you live in one of those states or you are going to school in one of those states that has it allowed right now. I believe on the 27th of July, one other state will be passing that. The name of the state escapes me, but soon all of them will be allowed to, because the D1 Board of Directors has basically said any collegiate D1 athlete can now make money off of their name, image, or likeness. But I don't think I think it's going to be state by state case. It's not. Now they just said, the governing body said, yes, you can all make money off your name, image, and likeness. But now it's up to the state to lawfully allow it. So if you want kids to come to your school and you're not a state that allows NIL, you may want to, push that through your legislature a little bit more quickly, just so you don't lose out on the recruiting battle. Shout out to Hersey. What's Master P's last name?
Walker?
No.
God dang it.
Well, anyways, Master P's son, Hersey, signed a $2 million deal with a tech company. I believe it's App America. We did so much research. We did so much, Miller. That's right. Percy Miller. I should have remembered that by Romeo Miller, but his other son. Anyways, shout out to Percy. Shout out to Percy. But his son, Hersey, it's probably not how you say it, signed a $2 million deal with a tech company. Is that not phenomenal? It's ridiculously awesome to sign that kind of deal while you're 19, going to Tennessee State. Shout out to the HBCUs. Just saying. Tennessee was one of those other state of the 5. They're the ones who signed it. Signed the NIL. Question of the day concerning name, image, and likeness. I think it's time. Is it time? Is it time that we give Reggie Bush his Heisman back?
what
I mean,
gonna ask you.
is it time? I think it's time. His parents had a condo for whenever he played football games. A condo. He wasn't on steroids. He wasn't doing anything illegal. His family had, some donors paid for his family to have a condo. So when they played in Los Angeles at the Rose Bowl, they wouldn't have to travel that far. I think it's time that we give Reggie Bush his Heisman back due to the fact with NIL passing and his parents had a little bit of luxury and convenience whenever their son was playing college football and the university was making hundreds of millions of dollars along the way whenever they were competing in back-to-back national championships. Not back-to-back 3 times, but back-to-back for sure. I mean, what was Matt Leinart getting? Nobody took away his Heisman. Do we want to run the Heisman Committee's most impeccable name through the mud and what they tried to do? Verified by Reggie Bush and Vince Young and Mac Brown. Do we want to say what the Heisman Committee wanted to do with that Heisman after they stripped it from Reggie Bush?
I want to hear it.
They wanted to give it to Vince Young. They went to Vince Young and Mac Brown said, Vince, we want to give you the Heisman after stripping it from Reggie. Vince told them to kick rocks.
Damn.
You wanted to give it to somebody else. What were you going to do? Go all the way down to Brady Quinn? If nobody accepted it, and Matt Leinart said, no, he already had one. Who was next in line? Brady Quinn? Is that what you're going to give it to? Come on, guys. Trying to give it to somebody else. Now all you have to do is remove the asterisks, put Reggie's name back in there, and it'll be like nothing ever happened.
What stands there right now? Is it?
There's nothing there.
It's just vacated.
It's just there's like no 2005. It's like 04 to 06. Or maybe it's 06.
Didn't happen.
Right, like you just erase somebody's name from the history books. Well, Supreme Court and the state of California, as soon as I'm sure they're the ones who have NIL available, like put that bad boy back in there. But the Heisman Committee, they're out of New York. Just saying. Get off your high horses. Put Reggie's name back in there. It was a fucking condo. A condo. Give me a break. It was a condo. Nobody gave him $10 million to go play at USC. Although some schools may have given some people some things. Apparently, Johnny Manziel said he was making a little money in college. Good for him. Think about what he made it today. Think if Johnny football was going on today. Millions.
That's crazy, huh?
Millions, bro. And if there's a coach out there, people can get on Dabo. People pulling out Twitter, y'all need to fucking stop. Y'all need to stop pulling up people's tweets from 6 years ago when they're like misrepresented in this tweet. In 2015, Dabo said if colleges pay players to play football, he's going to go do something else. Okay. Now everybody wants to be on their high horse. Is Dabo going to do the Christian thing and honor his word and walk away from his $90 million plus contract? No, Jack. The answer is no, he's not. And essentially, the colleges are not paying the players. The players are making their own money in their own independent way. They're just 1099 contractors. So the fact that people being, well, Dabo needs to quit, Dabo needs to honor his word, it's the Christian. Kick rocks, bro. Go kick rocks. That's all I got to say. Pull up my tweets. You won't find any. You won't find them, Jack, because I did like Herm Edwards. Oh, here's the other thing. What's going to happen with Herm Edwards? Notice how that's been swept underneath the rug, right? Ain't nobody talking about those infractions, right? Nobody's heard about what's coming out of Arizona State, right? Because it's all over. It's all gone because the other schools that got caught, they're all saying, yep, we did it too. Yep, we did it too. Yeah. I'm not saying they did. They came forward, but I bet you Arizona said, if you're going to come at us, go look at this. Emails probably went out, and they said, yes. Yeah. That's why it's all gone.
Is that regarding the COVID protocol?
Players on campus during COVID, yeah.
Okay.
Here's the thing. We'll quick college talk and then we'll take a break.
Okay.
How in the hell can you not have students on campus during a pandemic? But when your spring game is commencing, you can have all your recruits there. How is that logically feasible? You can't be here during these months because there's a dead period, but our spring game is in the middle of the months of the dead period. How is that it's acceptable to do one but not the other? That's why this whole Arizona State thing with players being on camp, it doesn't make a fucking sense. It doesn't make any sense because you can go have your spring game and you can have all of the players you're recruiting there at one time. But when you're not having your spring game and this dead period says you can't have players there, they're not allowed to be there. What's the difference? So it's okay when all of these people are there, all of these fans are there, all of these coaches are there, personnel there. It's okay when all of the people are there, right? And we're supposed to be mitigating risk, right? We're supposed to be 6 feet away, right? Why is it okay when there's all these people there, but when there's a few staff on campus, it's the end of the world? It makes no sense. It doesn't. And it's just a ruse, man. It's just a ruse to get people to say they're bad because they got caught. Whatever, bro. Whatever. They're bad. They're bad people. They're bad recruiters. They don't care about the kids. They don't care about their family. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Stop. You don't know what you're talking about because you don't have all the facts and you want to shoot from the hip. Just saying.
You want some water, man?
No, I want people to stop being dumb fucks. That's what I want people to stop being. Twitter, I love you, but I hate you.
Ruthless.
Dude, yeah, they are. Come at me. I'm 40. I'm a man. Leave these kids alone. Antonio Pierce. I bet Antonio Pierce was laughing. He's like, look at all this free publicity I'm getting because everybody thinks I'm a bad human because I had athletes here trying to recruit them to give them a better life.
Yeah.
Kiss my ass, bro. I'm just saying. All right, I'll get off my soapbox, my diatribe, my monologue, my voice of the people. 8:37. Let's go to break. We're back in 6 minutes. Appreciate that drop in there. Coming back to y'all live at Studio 44. This is the PRS show, the Paul Rodriguez show with producer James. It is fight week, UFC 264, headlining by Dustin Poirier, the Diamond, La Diamante, or is it El Diamante?
L,
right?
Yeah.
I think that's always, I get kind of caught up with some of those like neutral words. Anyways, back to Conor McGregor. What are we going to call it? What's the guy two name? Mystic Mac and the infamous, which one should we roll with?
Mystic Mac.
Oh, man, that's not the one I was thinking. But anyways, it's the third trilogy of the fight. Ended flat there. Coming back at it. Big card, medium card. What are you sizing it up with what you've seen so far? I think it's about average. I think only the headliner makes it, just pulls it up because the majority of the fights are Sean O'Malley, I like Sugar Sean. Is that the right one?
That's the prelims.
Oh yeah.
I figured you wanted to start low and go high.
You can go ahead. I don't mess around with these jokers. Who is the top guy of the prelim?
Well, we got Carlos Condit, former welterweight.
That's a good fight.
Yeah, former. Yeah,
that's a good fight. Max Griffin.
Yeah, just Max Griffin. And I'm also keeping an eye on this Nico Price versus Michael Pereira. That one should be a banger as well.
Why do you say that?
They just look at him, dude.
I mean, I see two dudes.
Yeah, this Nico Price dude, he's been involved in some pretty.
Is that the dude with the little bun?
Yeah.
The Muay Thai guy?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Why is he on the undercard?
I think he might be thinking of another one. Because there's two of them.
I'm talking about the dude who's knocking dudes out with his elbows.
No. That was the light heavyweight, the one that fought Reyes, Dominic Reyes. Yeah. You're talking about him. No, that's not him.
Well, that's not okay.
Yeah.
Then these are scrubs. I won't. No. Condit, I like. I like Condit. He's a fighter.
He had some wars with
Right.
Robbie Lawler.
Right. That's exactly what I was thinking about.
Yeah. So the main card.
But O'Malley here fighting the replacement. So what's the connection we found with this guy, with this Chris Nortorino? Is he's Diaz was bullshitting or what?
Couldn't confirm it.
No confiration between the Diaz brothers and Chris.
Don't stamp my name on it.
Not quite yet. You are wearing the Diaz shirt today. I was gonna say wearing. You are wearing the Diaz 263 shirt.
Yeah.
Look at that. I remembered.
Yeah.
Are you trying to look for it again?
It's supposed to be 262. No, I'm just looking up background on this dude. I didn't mean to put that on.
Chris, how do you say his last name?
Maltino.
Martino is Brazilian for sure, but Sean O'Malley's he's got to have the leg up here because this is a new fighter. He's probably, Dana White has been known to have guys on standby. Do we think this is one of the guys who is on standby, or is that standby guys only going to be for like the main event?
Yeah. Normally, just the main event has a standby, which is a good idea these days because
we've seen it come into play
multiple times. So yeah, this dude, newcomer, Chris Martino will now face O'Malley, bantamweight title fight.
Bantamweight title fight?
No.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay.
Bantamweight fight. Trying to find this dude's background and all that stuff. But O'Malley rebounded. That was the one where I think it was. What was that card? It was a big card that we saw O'Malley on last, and that's whenever people were getting on him because he always tries to get that viral knockout.
Yeah, that walk-off knockout.
Yeah. So and then he was like, well, what do you want me to do? The guy was out, and that's when he...
Well, then he went back and he finished it, and it was, like, vicious.
Yeah, and then they're like, oh, come on, you don't got to do that.
It's like, you're damned if you do and it's like, listen, bro, how about you just keep your mouth shut? They go Twitter again. How about you just keep your mouth shut and enjoy the fight? How about that?
Yeah.
We can't do that because we have a platform. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so it's good, man. I like watching, definitely like watching O'Malley. He's very entertaining.
He likes his vitamins, too. I don't know about the ladies here. Irene Aldana versus Yana Kutinskaya. She's probably from Eastern Bloc of Europe. I don't know. What do you think? Could be bangers. It's one of those mysteries. Got a little question mark.
Yeah.
If she fights like, the women in that Kazakhstan, Valentina Shevchenko, if she fights like the Polish fighter, what's her name?
Which one?
She was a killer. She's the one who took the belt from Rose.
Oh,
come on, bro.
Joanna? You talking about Joanna?
There we go. Yeah,
Joanna,
the one who's always talking mad-ish.
Yeah.
What's up with that? Why did she do that?
It's just her character.
She wants to be Connor. She wants to be Connor, female Connor.
I guess.
She's from Poland, bro.
What does that mean?
It's fucking cold as balls. What are you talking shit for? Should be like, I don't know. Maybe she's loose. I don't know. Maybe she's feeling good. And then in the co-main, or not the co-main, but third fight of the night, Tai Tuivasa versus Greg Hardy.
Heavyweight throwing down right there.
Dude, somebody's getting knocked out in that fight.
For sure.
Somebody's getting knocked the fuck out. You have literally like two warriors. This dude is probably Samoan. Tai Tuivasa.
He has like one of those like tribal tattoos on like one of his legs.
He's got the rock tattoo on his leg.
Just like goes all the way down.
Does the haka and everything. I can't do that.
Could definitely see him doing that.
Greg Hardy is hopefully he's repented from his nonsense in the past.
Do you like seeing that haka? Like at sporting events and stuff like that?
I like to see it when it's natural. I don't like to see it when it's like forced. Yeah. The best times I've seen it, and just a quick sidebar, I've seen it when there are, it's like late on the weekend, 7 or 8 libations in, deeply in the depths of YouTube land, and I'll come across a haka that was at a wedding, and it was the bride was Samoan, and the groom was white, or whatever they are over there. I don't know what they are in that part of the world. Anyways, well, all of the groomsmen started doing the haka for the groom. Well, then the wife, she started doing it. Like first she's all crying and everything. And then she starts like doing the whole, I don't want to disrespect the culture. She starts doing all the motions. And I'm just like, oh, like this chick's riding, bro. Like she ain't fucking around. You're going to war. She's going to war. So it was pretty cool to see like the groomsmen like do the haka for the groom. Another one I've seen is this had to be like at a prep school for boys in New Zealand or somewhere over there. And the headmaster died. He like passed away. And the hearse, the procession was going to go through the school. Well, all the boys blocked the driveway, so like you could drive in the middle of the driveway, the boys stopped it and they did a haka. And then as soon as it was over, they they parted away and let him like go through for the funeral procession. That was pretty cool. Like that was like, oh, like heavy, bro. Like that's heavy right there.
Yeah, that's badass.
And just to show respect, that's how they show respect in their culture. But sometimes like when people like in rugby, like I don't watch rugby, okay? I don't watch rugby. But when you see on YouTube, it has like the All Blacks, the Australian All Blacks. Those dudes it's kind of forced. It's like, you're on the All Blacks, you have to do this haka. And it's like, okay. You have one team, they walk, they do the haka. And then you have this other team, they walk and do the haka. It's like, they're the same culture. Like, it's not,
I don't know if you've seen the one with, it was when the men's basketball team was in the Olympics. And they had like Draymond Green. And he was, I think it was Draymond. He's just like looking at him and he's like
drilling a little bit. Draymond, close your mouth.
I was getting those clips mixed up in my mind I think it was from that point, and then when they were in the NBA finals, and I think it was Fergie that was doing the national anthem, and he was like, I guess he was just like, what the fuck?
Dude, that was pretty bad.
Yeah.
Sorry, Fergie. Yeah, it wasn't very good.
That rendition of the national anthem deserved that look, but he had it in this clip. They're just like, the American players are like, they look like they're like, what the fuck is going on here? So the dudes are like about, they look like they're ready to just go to war, Well,
that's the whole point.
Yeah.
The other one that I've seen that was just, we'll get back to the UFC in a second, was, gosh, what is his name? He played for the LSU Tigers and they won a national title. And, gosh, I can't think off the top of my head. Anyways, his father is actually the mascot for the Hawaii Warriors football team. And he's Samoan and his son is Samoan. And the team was getting off the bus going to the stadium, and they have the little guardrail that's a little mobile guardrail. Well, the father and the son stop, and the father starts doing the haka for his son, who's like in a suit, and he's all like done up. Well, his brother and the father on one side of the fence doing the haka. Well, then the son who is receiving it, he starts getting into it. And the players in the background, like the brothers in the background, they are just getting gassed up because they probably never seen that. But it's just such a violent motion that they just kind of get all hyped up into it. You got something?
Braden Fajoko.
Fajoko, thank you. Yeah, Braden Fajoko. That's his name. If you've ever seen that, we'll watch it during the break. When the father does the haka, it's like, oh man, like it's almost like a blessing, like if a prayer. If you're Catholic or if you're Christian and your father prays over you, it's kind of like one of those things. But this is a preparation for battle. So Greg Hardy, you better get ready, son. But he's in the words of Jerry Jones, Greg Hardy's a war daddy. And that war daddy gonna go to war. So you got two warriors. Somebody's getting their ass knocked out, getting after it on that one. Wonder Boy, Gilbert Burns, thoughts?
Gilbert Burns, Stephen Thompson. I feel like both these dudes need a win. Think so?
I think Steven needs it more than Gilbert Burns. Sure. Gilbert's the newer era. Stephen Thompson's more of like the old school. He's 38.
Stephen Thompson?
Yeah, he's 38. It's like, buddy, if you want to run at a title, you better get after it like now. But he's just such like a square, like a preppy boy, right? Am I wrong?
Yeah, he is for sure. Yeah, 38 years old. Actually, yeah, he's on. So once he lost to Woodley, won against Jorge Masvidal. That's when he did it was like a Superman punch off the cage. Lost to Darren Till, lost to Anthony Pettis, Vicente Luke. I remember us talking about that.
The Luque fight?
Yeah. And then Jeff Neal. So I guess he is on his way back up the ladder.
But this has got to be this is a make or break. Because Gilbert Burns had just fought for the title, 2-3 months ago?
Yeah. Actually, Gilbert Burns when he fought Usman.
Yeah, that was in the Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, you said 2 or 3 months ago.
Oh yeah. That was further than that.
That was probably
it was 2020, right?
Yeah, probably sometime last year.
Maybe 8-9 months ago.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's look at the welterweight rankings. See what implications.
I don't like these. I don't like these things. I don't like the rankings.
Well, I mean, I don't either. But I mean, they sort of tell at least where they stand. So they got Gilbert Burns at number 2. Stephen Thompson at number 4. Leon Edwards, of course, is at number 3. Dude, man, Colby Covington, man. I mean, he already fought not Masvidal, Kamaru Usman, and it was a good fight. He gave him a good fight, but came up short, of course. I don't know why he hasn't fought. I don't know why Masvidal hasn't fought Colby Covington yet. Now I see the difference in the rankings. Masvidal's number 7, Colby Covington's number 1. Crazy, you just fought for the title and then you dropped to number 7.
Yeah, but he was 4.
Yeah,
that's why I'm saying these rankings don't mean shit. Because it's all about the stylist. It's all about the style of the fight. Who are the big shit talkers that are going to draw the big pay-per-view, and we're going to put those together? Stephen Thompson ain't talking shit.
No.
Colby Covington is talking shit. Gilbert Burns is not talking shit.
Yeah, I mean, I would say even if Thompson won this fight decisively by head kick or knockout somehow,
something spectacular,
dude, they would do. I guarantee you, they would do Stephen Thompson, Colby Covington for the number one contender to go. Which I guess I wouldn't
unless
be mad
Colby
at that. Or Leon Edwards and Stephen Thompson. Well, I mean they're close together.
Colby and Usman need to fight. They need to run that back. And then Leon Edwards and Thompson, if Thompson wins against Burns.
They need to, man, I wouldn't. Leon Edwards, he might get the next one. And I wouldn't even be mad at that. I mean, he's.
As much shit talking right now that's going on Instagram between Marty and Colby. Dude, they are roasting each other on Instagram right now. It's like a back and forth.
Yeah.
It's who's talking, who has the most attention. We're going to put that on TV.
Yeah.
WWE style. That's all it is. Here's the thing. when Cyril Gane beat that dude like two or 3 weeks ago, and Ngannou did not want to fight Lewis because that's the way that's perception. The perception is he didn't want to fight Lewis for whatever reason. Well, and Dana's like, all right, fuck it then.
We haven't got to talk about that, right?
No, we haven't got to talk about that.
Yeah.
He's like, fuck it. We haven't even talked about the main event yet because we got a little sidetrack.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Poirier and Conor, and then we'll get into that shit show.
So yeah, of course, the main event, the third, what do they call it? The rubber match.
It is the rubber match because they're 1-1.
Dustin Poirier coming off a TKO victory of Conor McGregor in the second round.
Yeah, but Conor had a bum wheel.
What, his leg?
I think his lower leg was already hurt going into it.
You think so? Poirier ate it up.
Oh, I know.
Yeah,
I think Poirier knew that. That's why he attacked that lower leg that way. That's just me.
All right.
That's my feeling.
I think that was all Poirier. I think he fucked that leg up.
Nah.
He ate it up big time.
Yeah.
But Conor, this is gonna be a good fight because it's not like Poirier like totally dominated. Conor caught him with some very good shots in that fight, and he just started unloading. And Conor was trying to recover and trying to bob and weave, but Poirier just turned it up and just put it on him.
I think I watched that fight Friday night. In my opinion, Poirier number one wore Conor down. He took out his leg, and when Conor didn't have the mobility, the quickness to evade Colby's right hand not Colby, but Dustin's right hand. That's when he like let it loose. He's like, let me go get Conor McGregor now before he like regains his like his wind.
Yeah.
And he finished him. Once he caught him, he took him out, which is a smart thing to do.
Yeah.
I just think that Conor sold his stake in Proper 12. He had his new baby. He has 3 children now. He had time to focus on camp. I don't think he was focused on camp when he went to Abu Dhabi. I think he was high on the hog.
Pulled up in a yacht.
He was living his best life, Gucci everywhere, getting out of Bentleys with no shirt on and Gucci silk trousers, partying. And I think it's like, look, bro, we saw what happened in Rocky 3. We saw what happened to Stallone when he was living the lavish life. And it took someone said, hey, woman. He lost, got in his brain. Mr. T took his gold, and it took Stallone to go to, or I shouldn't say Stallone. It took Rocky to go get new training. It's going to take Conor to go get not new training, but to refocus his training. Because if Conor can go in there hungry it's really a belt. The next step would be to regain his title. This is a 55 fight, or is this a 7? This is lightweight, right?
Yeah, 55.
Yeah. Who has the lightweight belt? Moreno. Yeah. He's gonna go dominate Moreno.
Who has the lightweight belt?
Moreno.
Charles Oliveira.
Oh no! Oh, that's right. Charles did.
Yeah.
Charles.
I was like, Moreno, that's bantamweight, right?
That's 45.
Flyweight.
That's 45.
That's no. Bantamweight is or flyweight. Shit, that's like 125, right? Yeah.
Why is there such a big jump from 25 to 55? That's 30 pounds.
Yeah. So it's right here. It goes 25, 35, 45.
Oh, there is 2 weights.
55. Yeah.
So where's Conor at in those rankings?
Number 5. Michael Chandler 4.
Do we really think Conor's 5th? Do we really think that?
I mean, let me pull up his shirt, dog.
No, but we know his fight. We know what he's done. We know his record.
Yeah. Well, that's my thing. With like I've said before.
Dustin was what, 4?
No, I'm not watching Netflix right now. That's my thing with like the whole like talk and stuff like that. Like I know what sells, but like truly, like if you look past, what's going on and what they're doing to sell the fight, as far as like their talent goes and who they match up against and their records, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, all of this is all the talking is, it's for the sell and it gets people to want to watch. But as far as like who you truly deserve to be fighting, as far as like skill wise, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I felt like he was.
Look, you want to know how I knew Conor wasn't 100% in that last fight with him and Poirier? Conor wasn't talking shit. Conor was reserved. Conor was congratulatory towards Dustin. Conor was very open. He wasn't messing with it. It's like he knew Poirier's skill was level with his. And I believe he knew he had the injury that he was hiding, and he was going to go in there and give it his best. He was going to try to get an early knockout because that's Conor's style. Conor tries to get you knocked out in the first or second round. If you go past 3, we saw with Nate Diaz, when he gets in deep water, he's huffing and puffing.
Yeah.
He doesn't have the cardio to go 5 rounds unless he can lay on you for 1 or you lay on him for 1.
So we got, I mean, there's been, you know, since he got the title from Aldo, there's been, or actually since he became champ, there's been very, you know, he went off and fought Mayweather.
But he took a year off, and then he went to go fight Mayweather.
Yeah, so we got 2018, the loss to Khabib.
That's understandable.
Yeah.
Nobody's ever going to beat Khabib.
And then 2 years later, he returns to fight Cerrone, which wasn't going to do shit.
Wasn't a fight.
No. And then he comes back and he loses to Poirier. You know, meanwhile, everyone's in there, you know, scrapping. You got Gaethje. You got, you know, you got Poirier in there whooping everyone's ass.
Poirier hasn't lost since Conor. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
He hasn't lost since Conor.
Khabib.
Well, I mean, come on, guys.
So lost to Conor in 2014. Went on a 3-4 fight. Lost to Michael Johnson. KO punches. And then, went on a streak. No contest. That's when Eddie Alvarez freaking kneed him in his freaking head when he was down.
I remember that.
Yeah. Jim Miller. Anthony Pettis. Justin Gaethje. Eddie Alvarez. Max Holloway. Most notably lost to Khabib. Then, you know, Dan Hooker. Conor McGregor. He's been on a tear. I like Dustin. You know,
I don't.
Why?
I just don't.
I know you're entitled to your opinion, but my coworker also, he was like, I don't like Dustin. I feel like he's fake in front of the camera, and he talks a lot of shit, but he likes to act like he's all good and this and that. And I'm like,
yeah, I think he's a fugazi. Yeah, I think he wants to be a bad boy, but he wants to sell him as Mr. Role Model. It's like, pick one. It's like, are you the tattooed killer in UFC, or are you, we have a name for this. The name is called prima donna. That's what the name is called. Are you a prima donna, or are you a killer? Like, which one is it? You can't be both.
It's paid in full.
Paid in full what? Diamonds?
Blood, sweat, tears, man.
Okay, and a little bit of hot sauce mixed in too.
Yeah,
crying like a little bitch about not getting your bet done with Conor. Okay, and then Conor just.
I don't think he was crying. He was like, hey, then why did you talk?
Why are you bringing up charitable? Why are you bringing up charitable bets? Why are you bringing that up? Why don't you handle that person to person, straight face to face? Shouldn't have been done on Twitter.
Well, he said communication was seized.
Really?
That's what he said.
Was it? We're gonna believe his story?
I'm just saying what he said.
I understand.
I believe him.
That's right. You believe him because maybe it's a bias. Maybe it's I don't know why it is. What I'm saying is that if you got a problem with somebody and it has to do with money, you don't talk about it on Twitter. You go straight to that dude and say, what's the deal here? You're telling me he couldn't subpoena his lawyer to get that done? That's what you're telling me? Give me a break.
Well, going back to the entertainment aspect of it, it helps build the fight. I feel like the third fight, that
makes me not want to be a fan of Poirier. Like, that's cool. We can build the fight that way. But in my eyes, you're a bitch for bringing that up.
Well, does that make you be like, man, now I really hope Conor whoops his ass. I'm going to tune in.
No, I think Conor's going to whip his ass. Yeah. Either way.
Plus, you're going to tune in regardless, right?
Oh, yeah. I was going to buy it. Buy the pay-per-view. That was it? I thought you had more to go off.
No.
So we're putting our picks in now? What are we doing here?
I got Poirier.
Tell me why.
Okay, we're good.
We're still recording.
I just think that I think he's gonna get him, man. I think his striking is just like a tad bit better, and nobody's getting taken down this fight. They're gonna stand up. But I'm not saying like I'm going for Poirier, but Conor, I wouldn't be mad if Conor won. Like I'm almost like I'm just like a tad bit like over on Poirier. You know what I mean? Like I won't be him. I won't be mad if Conor wins because I used to not like Conor, but I like him. Like I like what he does for the sport. I like that it's a big fight. Conor McGregor's fighting, and you're not so ordinary UFC fighter, UFC fan. You know, to tune in and stuff. So I like it because I'm a natural fan of MMA and all of that stuff. So I mean, I like it. I won't be mad.
I'll be more confident in my pick with Conor once we get to like the press conferences. If Conor's shooting his mouth off,
oh, it's gonna happen.
If Conor's shooting his mouth off, the moment Conor says something courteous or respectful or kind to Dustin, I'm gonna be like, nah, I don't know. I'm gonna have doubts. But if Conor's going in there, you son of a bitch, who the fuck do you think you're talking to? If he starts doing all that, I'm gonna be like, let's just put $100 on Conor.
Dude, he knows that that's what people want.
No.
He knows.
To me, it's not about. It's a byproduct of Conor's confidence. It's not. See, I think everybody gets maybe I'm wrong, but this is me. I think when Conor goes in there shooting off his mouth, totally disrespecting his opponent, it's great for the fight game. It's great for the attention. It's great for the sell of the fight. But I think it puts his brain into visualizing the dominance he's going to put on his opponent. And I think that's what he needs. Like that's when he's not in that level, he has doubt. He's not invincible. He feels there's a kink or chink in the armor. But when he is full guns blazing, when he's talking this and that and this one and the research and the little, different puns that he gets in, when he can do that, it's scary because you're like, oh, okay. When he can have a cerebral conflict with his opponent and take his opponent out of his element, out of his frame of mind, out of his game, then Conor's dominant. But if Conor can't do that, and maybe he has a little bit of doubt last time because we tried to do it with Khabib and it backfired, maybe he's a little gun shy. But for Poirier, you have to do it. You have to test him again. Now, granted, Poirier is not the same fighter he was in 2014. Totally different fighter. But you got to go after something new. You got to go after a weakness of Poirier. You got to figure out what the weakness is. Is he a hometown kid? Is he a small town guy? He'll never see the bright lights. He can't hang in the spotlight. He'll never be a champion. You start attacking those kind of things, mark my words, see if that's what Conor brings up. You'll never be a champion. You don't have what it takes. You're too small. You're too small-minded. You'll never be a millionaire. You'll never make hundreds of millions of dollars. You'll never be like me. You want to be me. You can't be Conor McGregor. You are not going to be an Irishman. If he starts talking like that, Conor, I'll let you boy.
You see when he said McGregor got in his head in the first fight?
Right. That was a long time ago.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Poirier was young.
Yeah.
He didn't have a family. I'm not saying go after his family. That's hands off in my opinion.
Was it? I think was it Poirier's wife at the end of when he knocked out McGregor? She's like, don't ever doubt my husband again.
Yeah. Okay, lady. Okay, Jolie. That's her name. Okay, Jolie. Okay. Run your foundation and keep it moving.
She can't run her foundation. You got this guy over here making.
She got a 500. No, she got the community of the Boys and Girls Club of Louisiana got $500,000 from McGregor. I don't want to hear no bullshit about no charitable nothing ever again. $500,000. I'm saying.
I mean, if on the other side of it, like how you were talking about, what he would hit on Poirier to get him flustered or whatever. I mean, telling the guy that's like, oh, I got money, I don't spend money like nothing. Telling him that, oh, you said you were gonna spend this and that, and that's when McGregor got fired up. Who the fuck are you? Drag my name through the fucking mud and blah blah blah.
Who the fuck
money.
Do you think you are?
Yeah.
I have money. Yeah, But
I guess telling a guy with money that he don't have money is,
yeah, it's
I don't know. I don't have money, so.
Well, that's why I said it was a stupid move. It's a bitch move. It's like you're you're chasing clout off of someone who's like 100x, maybe 200x who you are. It's like, come on, really? Like your Poirier's probably making tops 200 grand per fight. Conor's making 10 million a fight. This will be that's what he needs to tell Poirier. This will be your biggest payday yet, boy. You're gonna finally make some money. Well, just like he told Nick, welcome to being a millionaire. That's what he's gonna tell him. Is it condescending? Yes. Is it rude? Yes. But it works for Mystic Mac. I see these things.
Yeah.
I see them before they happen. I see the way his right hand was kind of twitchy in the press conference. I knew he'd lead with that right. How's my Irish accent getting better?
Let's see the payouts for McGregor Poirier.
That was a no comment. Their payouts aren't going to be on there. I would be shocked.
It says Poirier, on the other hand, will also be making his career best purse of $1 million guaranteed, which is considerably higher than his previous best of just $370,000 he made against Hooker.
Welcome to the club. Welcome to be home and a millionaire.
Yeah. So he got disclosed purse plus share of pay-per-view revenue. They both got share of the revenue, of course.
And what's Conor's $5 million to show?
$5 million disclosed purse, yeah, from UFC plus share of pay-per-view,
Yeah.
which might take his actual earnings to around $20 million.
Yeah. 20x. I see these things.
I don't know. See what happens.
9:15. Spent a long time on that. 9:15 after the hour. What do you want to do? Want to take it a break? Want to close it up? What do you want to do?
It's your show, baby.
I'm just living in it. We haven't used those boards in a while. Getting kind of lonely. Uncle Joe, you still out there? Let us know, Uncle Joe. Oh, is he gonna miss? Is he gonna miss? Is he gonna miss?
I'm gonna miss.
Uncle Joey, good to hear you. You're crazy, sick. What else you got? We got anybody on the line?
It might be time to. Might be time to.
Damn it.
It might be time to.
Man, get the fuck out of here, man. Please.
All right,
Please,
Canelo.
get the fuck out of here, man.
All right, we're gonna take a note from old Cinnamon there and head on out to the Oasis, because I got friends in low places, and I forgot the words of the song. Shit. Tomorrow, be here, be square, you fucking cunts.
Yep.
We're going home. We're gonna go get to the Irie. Was that like Jamaican? And that was, I'm going. We're out.